Try and get comfortable. I don't think we could fit any more people in this apartment packed out. Yeah. So who's excited for what you're about to see tonight? Yeah. And who has no idea for what you're about to see tonight? a few of you. What did they say? Free food? Rock up. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say much tonight because basically what you're going to learn about is the most effective products on the planet, some of the most effective products on the planet, and the most powerful business vehicle on the planet. And we've got someone very special to tell us about this tonight, who's someone who has mentored me to success and mentored many thousands of people around the world to success, as well as, you know, Australia, the world. He's just helped a lot of people. You know, he's helped me, and he's someone who I can call one of my best friends, and I'm happy and we're taking this to the top. So he's going to say everything tonight. He's the main man, Rob King. I'll just go back a slide. How are we all, guys? Yeah. All done? Yes. Cool. So as Hamish said, I'm going to talk to you guys about two things today. The two biggest problems in the world today. Would you guys all agree that health is a major problem in today's society? Yeah. Heart disease, cancer, diabetes, all these things are all up, right? Yeah. Yet we know more about technology, we know more about science than any point in history, correct? Yeah. So we've got to ask ourselves, if we know all this information about science, about technology, then, you know, what's the answer then? Because we're not getting the results we want. Can everyone up the back hear me? Find out, I'll speak up a bit. All right, and also one of the other problems in the world today is wealth. Because would you guys agree now, more than any point in history, people are overworked and underpaid? People are working more hours, right? Yep. Are there more families now that have both parents working than ever before? Correct. Put your hands up if your parents are still working in this room. Not working in this room, but like in this room and they're working. Right? So that was a good, 95% of people. And probably the other 5% are just the people who never put their hands up for anything. Right? So I'm going to be talking to you guys today about the most powerful plant-based nutrition on the planet. And what this can do is it can actually be the solution to a lot of the health problems we face today. And I want to show you guys real evidence of this stuff actually really working. And so what I'm going to do right now, guys, is I'm going to pour these oats. So you guys see, this is like a magic trick, right? I love doing this. Same amount of oats, same amount of water. And what we're going to do is I'm going to crack one of these. You guys are probably wondering, what are these little capsules? These aren't what you take if you go dance on the family nightclub. I'm just going to get one of these out. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to show you how this technology really works in the cells. So this is real time. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to break this capsule up. I'm going to stir it, and later in the presentation, we're going to come back to it and see the effects. And you guys are going to be absolutely blown away by the power of this technology. No one else on the planet has what we have right now. And that's good in a sense if you want to take these products and get in the best health of your life. It's also very important if you're in here today and you're looking at this as a serious business venture, what you've got to understand is what we have, no one else has. So do you guys think that's a pretty big business opportunity?
Yes.
So I'm going to talk to you guys today about a company that's going to go to billions of dollars in revenue. So let's get into it. First of all, music. All right. So a little bit about myself. I come from a military background. I was in the Army for 6 years. Served with a lot of these guys that are in the room right now, in Australia, overseas, all that kind of good jazz. Throughout my time in the Army, I was always very fit. Always could, run, do push-ups, do these kind of things, lift heavy weights, look the part, all that kind of stuff. But I was pretty sick on the inside. And a lot of guys will testify in here that the food that you get in the Army is pretty low quality. Who here is also, experienced the effects of poor quality food? Because I know that, that whole time I thought I was being healthy. I was eating the fruit, I was eating the vegetables, but I wasn't getting the energy from it. I was walking around most of the time, like the Walking Dead. I needed, 8 hours sleep just to feel, okay. I'd wake up to an alarm clock every day, and I'd have to, whack down a pre-workout in the morning to get myself through the day. Who's been there? Who's had to, smash a Red Bull at morning tea, smash a couple of coffees, whatever it is? That's not normal, guys. That's actually destroying your adrenal glands. And so, yeah, I may have looked fit, but inside, I wasn't fit at all. I wasn't healthy. And so what we're going to talk about is this isn't some bodybuilding, program that some, bodybuilder in Thailand put together and just put some capsules in a pill box and then sent to Australia. These products were designed by some of the sharpest people in the medical and athletic boards. So these guys have, between them, in the scientific advisory board, have over 100 years experience in the medical field. So this technology couldn't be more precise. There's people on here who, such as Dr. Bookwalter, who invented the Bookwalter retractor. What that retractor is, it's used in all open heart surgery all around the world. Do you think a guy with that kind of credibility would put his name behind a product unless he truly believed that it was incredible? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Athletic Advisory Board. We've got guys like Tim Brown, Hall of Famer in the NFL. Most people in this room probably don't even know what the NFL is, or you don't understand the game, whatever. But he's like, he's retired now, but he's what you would consider the Wally Lewis. You guys know Wally Lewis of NRL? Yep, the Wally Lewis of the NFL. Massive, played like 17 years for the Raiders. And that's a massive career in NFL because those guys are very, very physical. Yeah, they have all the pads and stuff, but they get hit pretty hard. So obviously, why supplement? Because some of you in this room right now are going, well, I eat healthy, I eat all my fruit and vegetables, I get my protein, I get all these things. Why do I need to take supplements? Put your hands up if you think that way or you've thought that way before. Be honest. Yeah, cool. So what I've come to realize is that they've done studies to show that the decline in your fruits and vegetables is massive over the last decades. The food that we get today is just a percentage of what it used to be. So when we're eating, an apple today, it's not the same apple it was 50 years ago. There's not the same amount of phytonutrients. There's not the same amount of minerals in it. You can't get the same energy from that apple. Does that make sense?
Why?
Why?
You know what?
Yes, because overcropping. So when we have farms, what we're doing is we're reusing the soil, and it just kept getting overused. Herbicides, pesticides, and as a human race, we are now more overfed and undernourished than ever before in history. So do you guys agree that there's there's no shortage of fruit and vegetables, right? At least not in Australia. But the fruit and vegetables that we get from the supermarket, they're not the same quality. Do you guys understand that? And Australia is actually a very, very large continent. So the soil that's been around has been eroded many, many times over. So that's why there's a massive need to supplement now. And this blew my mind. Can you guys all see that? I want to make sure you guys can see that. If you can't see at the back, this is a study that was done by the University of California. In 1953, you could eat one bowl of spinach, and you could get all the iron and all the stuff you needed. And I used to love, I was eating like one bag of spinach every single day. And then I saw this. And I was like, I can either choose now to have 43 bowls of spinach, or I could have one scoop of super greens. Has anyone got a super greens? Anyway. Everyone stole them because they're so good. Yeah. So that's actually one of my favorite products. So I realized, do I still eat spinach? Yeah, I still eat spinach. Yeah, I still eat kale. I still eat these foods. But I know because I'm getting my super greens every day that I'm getting everything the body needs. So what do we actually provide? What we provide is the full circle of health. Because who here wants to just have one part of health? Who here wants to have abs but not be able to get out of bed? You know, we see all these guys on Instagram, you know, Instagram fitness models, you know, haven't had a carb since 2006. And they walk around like the Walking Dead. Sorry, no need to offend anyone if you're training for NBA right now. All right. So, but the first part of health is nourishment, because we talked about what we need to give the body, because we're not giving enough nutrients in our food. So what also happens is, how much oxygen do you think we breathe in? Of everything we breathe in, what percentage do you think is oxygen? 20%. So what is the other 80%? You guys are getting it right now as those cars drive past. Pollutants, fumes, you know, smoking, all these toxins. What happens when those toxins get inside your body? They cause free radicals. What do free radicals do? They kill you. Like, I don't know how to put that any more simpler, but free radicals kill you. So what we want to do is we want to nourish the body. And how do you destroy free radicals? You need what? Antioxidants. And these superfoods are potent in these antioxidants. Not only that, but we have the technology to get it into the cell, which no one else has. No one else is playing at that same level because we have this thing patented. So we've got products like the meal replacement. And this isn't your typical, because I used to be the guy that just had, you know, a scoop of whey protein isolate after my workout. And I'd probably have three protein shakes a day. And I used to feel sick in the guts. I used to feel like crap, and I wondered why. And it turns out that in that protein shake, I wasn't getting any enzymes. I wasn't getting any fiber. I wasn't getting any nutrients. So would you guys consider that protein a balanced meal? No way, because where in nature do you find something that just has pure protein and no minerals? Nothing. But, you know, so we obviously be able to give the body everything it needs. Also through our multivitamin and also through our Berry Plus. Protection, this goes against as well, is protecting ourselves from those free radicals. So we use these products such as the Repair and also the Super Greens. You guys are going to find out more about what the Repair and a lot of these products do. They all work in synergy because elimination is a massive one too. Who knows how much waste we carry in our guts? 3 to 7 kilos of undigested waste sits in our bowels, fermenting. Toxic, going through the blood. That's why we get sick. That's why we feel tired. When your skin flares up, that's just a symptom of what's going on inside. So we get all these symptoms. My mum got migraines. As soon as I started to get her to take care of her digestive system and, you know, use all these products, migraines gone. Boom. Had migraines for 20 years. Just thought that was genetic. Doctors couldn't tell her why. They just told her to take more Panadol. How good advice is that? The Band-Aid approach. So we're treating things at the source. And then obviously helping ourselves digest the food. Because who's heard you are what you eat? Yeah, that's actually an incorrect statement. The real statement is you are what you absorb. Because if you can't get the nutrition into your bloodstream and it can't be utilized by your body, then where's it going to go? Waste, not be utilized. And a lot of us today, that's why we are overfed and undernourished. And you know, what are the benefits of this? Well, for me, like I was saying, I was sick, I was tired. I get sick at least once a year, every time around winter. Now that doesn't happen. You know, it accelerates your recovery. I was able to recover faster from my gym. Oh wow, I didn't have to, you know, take 5 servings of protein and 10 servings of amino acids every single day to improve my recovery. I just had to get the things happening right inside from a holistic point of view. And then what's that also going to do? It's going to increase your vitality levels. You're going to have more energy. Your skin's going to be glowing. Your nails, your hair, all grows faster. Hamish will vouch for that. Look at that thick head of hair.
Used to be bald.
Used to be bald. True story. Yep. And obviously it's going to assist in your weight loss. Is this a weight loss product? No. Because weight loss products come and they go. And why would you want to get involved with something that's just like, yeah, eat 800 calories. Yeah, eat carrot sticks every day and you'll lose weight. Of course you will lose weight. You're in a calorie deficit. What this does is it allows you to get the nourishment in your body so your body isn't constantly in starvation mode and craving nutrients, and then the body gets tricked by other chemicals and now you start craving all these sugars, fats, all these other things. Does that make sense, guys? So we deal with the complete, you know, health, the complete circle of health. Oh, someone's on Skype. Bless you. So these are some of our sets here, guys. So we have the Sculpt set for those who want to increase your muscle tone and get the most out of your gym workouts. For those people who go to the gym, Sculpt set's definitely the best. Go Green set's going to take care of your whole digestive system. That's the whole balanced health kind of thing. So if you're really looking to just improve your health, the Go Green set is perfect. And if you're looking to lose weight in a healthy way, without going on crash diets and stop eating food and these kind of things, definitely I recommend the Slim set. Now, what really sets us apart is this nutrition delivery system. And this is patented and protected. That means no one else can get this. That means, oh, but like, can I just get the same products from Coles for like $10? No, you can't get these products from Coles for $10 because they're patent protected. You could find a rip-off at Coles. It's not going to have the enzyme technology. What does that mean? Yeah, it might have similar ingredients, but it won't get into your bloodstream. Who's heard of Swiss?
Yeah.
Who also knew that they recently got sued because their products weren't being absorbed by the bloodstream? True story. GNC also sued for their products, false labeling, and their products aren't getting absorbed. And I just noticed GNC Chermside is like gone. Shocker. So obviously what we got, people need to know about this. And the video I'm about to play next is by the doctor, the enzyme doctor. And she's going to explain how this works on a cellular level. This will absolutely blow your mind when you see how these products and this nutritional delivery system actually acts in the blood and how it acts and affects cells. You will never want to take a meal without enzymes again. You will never want to take supplements without nutritional delivery system ever again. So I'm about to show you guys this now. Let's get Dr. Dickie Fuller on.
Dr. Fuller, and I'm an enzyme specialist for the last 35 years. One of the first things that I was given was a very important book that was studied by dietitians and studied by the medical field. I noticed that they lacked the first 2 chapters. They said nothing about enzymes, when the truth is digestion, eating for our cell, getting nutrients to our cell, is all enzyme dependent. For doctors who didn't know anything about enzymes at the beginning, we would put an enzyme in oatmeal. The enzyme would break the oatmeal down, and they would see the oatmeal go to this very liquid phase. And this one certainly isn't. You know, if you take in food that you can't break down, then those foods become problems. And then a very important thing, if you take in fats and you can't break it down, then we make plaques, and proteins that you can't break down, they putrefy. And what if it's the very best foods you can eat, but your body can't break it down? The difference is stunning. This is what this high quality digestive enzyme does. It helps us digest our food properly. We are assuming that everybody can. perfectly digest their food. And that is not true. And we assume that all the nutrients get to the cell. And again, that's not necessarily the truth. Okay, now let's see what you're showing us. So what you're seeing are your red blood cells. Do you see it sticking out over here? It's plaque. You've heard about plaque, the plaque in arteries. Well, when you have plaque, that is inflammation. That is a sign of inflammation. So the cells are kind of moving around, but they're a little bit stuck together, you see. Okay, and so we see some toxins in here. And what did you eat?
Just vegetables and fruits.
Which we all consider to be good food, do we not? You know, but even vegetables, even things like this, can be a problem for us, break down carbohydrates.
What's that?
It's called the leptotrichia, and we only see it when people have stress. See, here's this red blood cell that's moving. We would like more movement, and you'll see later what we're hoping to have is for these cells to be moving more. So that's what enzymes are all about. They'll help you digest your food. They'll get your red blood cells moving with more oxygen, and then a very important thing, they can get rid of the waste. Systemic enzymes have been formulated and blended to work only in the presence of blood. So it no longer stops in your stomach. It will just go straight on into your blood. They're natural, they're bioidentical to the human body. We don't make enough enzymes to meet our need. So you can't take too many, you can always take too little. So we're going to suggest that you take something that will help you at the cell.
And then a half hour later, you see the difference that taking enzymes makes. That was really powerful.
You can see your cells are moving more freely now. Great white blood cells, you see they're everywhere. By doing that, you also shouldn't have the buildup of plaque. And so the blood's moving more. So what I'm seeing here is you've got a lot more toxins.
To see it visually, I think makes a big difference. It could change the world so quickly. But we're much more likely to undertake anything amazingly when we have it and we can see physically the effects, which is, absolutely what happened.
That's why we take enzymes on a daily basis, so that they can keep everything flowing properly and they can get the nutrients where the nutrients need to go.
I intend to take them, every meal from now on. I'm going to preach enzymes, I swear I am.
When we come into this world, we come in as one cell. So everything is about the cell. How important are enzymes to the cell? Without the enzymes, the cell can't live. How can you say anything could be greater than enzymes? I do not know as a scientist how you could.
Awesome, guys. I just want to quickly show you what this looks like in the difference of the yolks. Can everyone see that? Anyone not see it? You can probably see it through. Yeah, pretty crazy. Feel free to come up and check it out after the presentation. So what I'm going to do now before we transition into the opportunity side of things is I'm actually going to bring up someone, and you guys have heard from me and my product experience how I went from having no energy to having energy, vitality, feeling good, mental clarity. But I actually want to get someone up because these products work fast. Generally bring on the products for a couple of days and is already feeling the effects. So everyone give a round welcome for Rainey. Yeah, sure.
So sorry. Hi everyone, my name's Rainey, for those that don't know me. I started on the product on Monday. I just started my 8-week challenge, my slim challenge. I was introduced to it by my good friend Alicia. And so for me, what I noticed by using the products was that in the morning I felt great. ready to go to work. Another thing for me is, especially at the gym, I had a bit of berry blast, which is like a drink. So I ended up having that before I went for my workout. I noticed that for me, after I was finished my normal workout, I was able to push myself further than that. So for me, I felt like I could push further with the products. And so my goals at the moment for my Slim Challenge is obviously to lose weight, get fitter, become a bit healthier for my own children. And my partner, Toots, he's out there. He's just started his 8-week Sculpt Challenge, so we're really excited about that. And the reason that we were attracted to this, or what caught our attention with this, was not the money, not the cars. It was actually the people that attracted us. We wanted to surround ourselves around successful people. The knowledge we were going to acquire along the way was more beneficial for me than anything. Well, apart from obviously getting back into my health and fitness. And so, yeah, that's me.
Awesome. So, as we talked about at the start, the second problem that we do face is wealth. And I'm not just talking about money here, I'm actually talking about freedom and what money can actually provide. Because they say money isn't everything, but it ranks right up there with oxygen. Who's heard of that? Yeah. It's pretty hard to survive these days without it. Okay, so I'm going to transition to the opportunity side of things, guys. As I was saying before, I was in the army, and where I was not really going anywhere fast. I'd been doing the same thing for 6 years. I thought I'd be a lot further. Whoever has set out a plan of where they think their life is going to go, and it just doesn't completely go along that path. Yeah? You might have set a certain goal that you wanted to have a house by a certain age. You might have set a goal that you wanted to have a certain amount of savings in your bank account, or you wanted to go on a certain holiday. Maybe you wanted to go around Europe and the world for a year. Whatever it is, we set these kind of goals, and we end up falling short because the vehicle that we're in doesn't provide a way to get there. Does that make sense? So what I'm going to be talking to you guys about tonight is the most powerful vehicle on the planet for generating wealth. If you do this thing right, there is nothing that can compete with it. So I'm going to show you guys why I'm so excited about this. Because like I said, it's not just about creating the money. It's about getting you from A to B. A is basically where the majority of people are. Tired, empty. Now, when I say empty, I mean, who here feels like they are truly challenged in their job? 1 or 2 people. So obviously, if you're not challenged, what does that mean? You're probably not growing. You're probably not developing. And as humans, that's something we crave, is to get further in life, to develop, to grow, to learn more. I believe that's what we're put on here, to learn, is to learn more about ourselves and grow and evolve. So when we're working in jobs, and it's just a 9 to 5 job, and you just clock in, you do your time, you do what you're told, you eat lunch when you're meant to eat lunch, you go to the toilet when you're asked if you can go to the toilet, you clock out when you're meant to clock out, then do you guys see that that's not going to fulfill you? It's not going to help you live to your highest values. So this is exactly where I was, guys. I was tired, I wasn't fulfilled, I didn't feel like I was making an impact on other people's lives, I didn't feel like I was adding value to other people in my job. I was stressed out because I was constantly, worrying about, where is this going to go? I was looking at the guys who were 40 years older than me, still working in the same job, and they were miserable. So I was stressed out going, well, am I going to end up like that? Am I going to be divorced 4 times and have, kids to 10 different people? I was like, I hope not. That's a lot of alimony payments. So, as I was saying, I was pretty unhealthy. I was, basically, who thinks the army is a good wage? I used to think it was okay. 60 grand a year, whatever it is, free medical, free dental, free housing, whatever. But it's not in today's society. Do you know they did a study in Sydney? You have to be making $150,000 to buy an average home. That's in like Blacktown. That's not living like in Manly on the water. That's like living in the ghettos at an average house. $150,000. So it's like what's going to happen to Brisbane is it's going to catch up too, because all the people from Sydney are going to move to Brisbane, and all the Asians too. It's, and that's not being racist. It's just a fact that that's where all the jobs are coming to here. So that there's more opportunity to come to here. So what does that mean when we have an oversupply of people? It means the price rises, the rent rises, the cost of living rises, the wages stay the same. So that's where I was. Here's where I wanted to be. Who here wants to be on that side as well? Who here wants to have more freedom in their life? Who here wants to go next week and go, hey, it's pretty good time to just go for a snowboarding trip. Let's book right now. Let's go see John, our friendly travel agent. Let's book our trip to New Zealand right now. Let's just go over there. And hey, let's just take a whole cruise. And in 3 months' time, let's go to Las Vegas and go see the UFC. Let's 6 months from now, but what happens is we get caught over this side and we're like, oh, I'm just going to save up for the next year to go on my one holiday. It's like you guys are all nodding your head because you know that feel, you know that hurt, and that struggle. Like we saw it. Our parents are still working, so I was living in that trap, not getting to travel anywhere nice. Timor, Afghanistan, probably not the greatest travel destinations in the world, and fulfillment in serving a community. I didn't feel like I was giving that anymore. I didn't feel like I was actually raising humanity and actually making a difference and helping people grow. And I had no time for freedom. If you want freedom in this world, you need two things. You need money and you need time. That's the only way you can get freedom in this world. And who thinks that a job can get you there? No way, because you're doing something called trading time for money, hours for dollars, salary for 60 hours a week, or you're on an hourly rate, whatever it is. There's no way that you can generate enough income to get out of the rat race. Does that make sense, guys? So that's why I saw this vehicle, and this is a vehicle that can get you from A to B. And it's the only vehicle that I've found that can get you from A to B unless you already have millions of dollars in the bank. Unless you can already afford to go put $2 million and buy, a guaranteed McDonald's franchise or something. It's going to pay you a couple $100,000 a year. There's no way that you can actually make that happen. So when I realized, I just looked at the stats and I was like, I'm stuck over here, working a job. I've got to do something different. If I want to join the 5% of the population, because 5% of the population have 95% of the world's wealth, I realized that I wasn't living any of those values. And what really spoke to me was this is a way to get over that side. So obviously there's a massive shift here, guys. I'm not going to go through all these things. You guys have probably seen all these articles. You probably read the news more than I do. I don't really read it, ever. Because this is all drama. So, Bill Gates even talking about it. All the jobs now are going to robots. Uber, by 2020, is going to have driverless cars. So they already put out putting the taxi drivers out of work, right? Now they're going to put their own Uber drivers out of work. It's all going to be driverless. Do you guys all know that? Do you guys know right now in Amsterdam, they've got robots that build bridges? Do you know in Asia, they've got 3D printers that print out houses? Where are all these jobs going to go? They ain't coming back. This is just the new economy. So in this information age, you either have to adapt or go the way of the dinosaur. I knew I didn't want to go extinct. So as well within this, these are the people who have backed this industry. These are the people who put their name and have invested in this industry. And a lot of you guys recognize a lot of these names on here, correct? So guys like, Darren Hardy, author of Success Magazine. Guys like Donald Trump, who said if he was to go bankrupt, he would find a good network marketing company and get to work. That's the first thing he would do. That's an incredible testament from a guy who's worth billions. Warren Buffett, who's the third richest man in the world, owns Coca-Cola, owns Universal, owns all these all these massive, massive companies, and he calls network marketing the best investment he ever made. And there's plenty other guys on here like Rob Kiyosaki, who's the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Paul St. Pilsner, who's the most famous Nobel Prize winning economist of all time, in all history. And these guys are all back in. So when I looked at this business opportunity, on a logical sense, it all made sense. And I was like, these guys are all back in. And then I found some people who weren't backing it. And I found a mate who was like, oh yeah, but I had a cousin who didn't make any money in that thing. I was like, have they made money in anything else? No? Okay, well, I'm probably going to take it that if they have never succeeded in anything in life, then this still takes work, right? So if they are lazy in everything and they've never done anything, then chances are, if they didn't apply themselves in this, how are they going to get success? This isn't a lottery ticket. You've still got to work your ass off in this to make it happen. But it's a much better plan than working a job for the next 40 years to try and save $2 million for retirement. Do the math. If you want to retire from 40 years right now, you've got to be saving $50,000 a year. Who's doing that? Not many people. Some of you guys are like, I don't even have $50,000 a year. So riding the trends, guys. So obviously, you guys have heard of network marketing. When I first heard of this, I thought of Tupperware parties. I thought of my mum, doing the Tupperware parties. Anyone's mum do Tupperware parties, clothing parties, stuff like that. Lingerie parties.
Not the lingerie part, but the Tupperware
Sex toy parties. So, but when you look at this industry, look how big it is. It's a $178 billion industry. It's now, at the time of this, now it's a $181 billion industry. It's over 10 times bigger than the music industry. Look at the people who are killing in the music industry. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Justin Bieber, all these people who we all hate. No, just kidding. Beyonce's cool. But we think about these guys just absolutely killing it, but the people who are in this industry who are killing it are making a lot more money and they haven't got cameras in their face all the time, which is pretty cool. The other thing, guys, is this is like, where network marketing is right now is like where the NBA was back when it was just a bunch of, slightly taller than average white guys, just playing basketball, and the NBA wasn't cool. You guys all remember that? No, you don't, because it's too long ago. I don't remember. But basically, it didn't become cool until the guys like Jordan came around, Kobe, Shaq, now LeBron. And these guys have made it mainstream, have made it cool. The thing about network marketing, it hasn't become mainstream yet. Less than 2.5% of the population of Australia are involved in this right now. Over 5% are in the US. And what do we know about Australia? It always follows the US's trends. So this is going to become cool. And the people who decide to become the pioneers of this industry are going to become the Michael Jordans, the LeBron James, the Kobe Bryants of this industry. That is cool. What I'm excited about is the people in this room right now. Talented, sharp, genuine, caring people who want to make a massive impact. So why specifically our company? Because obviously, if you're looking at this right now from a logical standpoint of the business, you go, yep, definitely want to get involved in network marketing. It's the most powerful money-making machine on the planet. Definitely want to get involved in that. Yep, definitely want to get involved in a health company because obviously health is also going to be, health plus network marketing is the next $1 trillion industry. So obviously I want to get involved in health too because it's only going to grow. Why specifically our company? Well, I wouldn't say timing's everything, but timing does account for things. And where this company is, it's only in its concentration phase. Meaning we've come out of foundation where we basically build the products, we get the technology, we get the patents, we get the shipping warehouses, everything's done like that, the website's up. That's all foundation boring stuff that you don't really want to worry about. Now we're coming into the concentration phase where we are generating all the leaders, all the people who have the vision to take it from here, where it's only in millions, we're only a small baby in this world, and because there's other companies out there that are doing billions of dollars, And the people who see this vision and want to take this all the way to the top, they're going to be up here. And they're going to be part of this when it is a $1 billion company. And how do I know that? Because we've got a great, great product that will stand the test of the times. There's companies out there now, and I don't want to talk bad about companies, so I'm not going to name other companies. But there's companies out there that have like, you know, one product, and it's like, you know, some hypey energy drink. And they just get, you know, a bunch of 18-year-olds to be sculling it at parties and promoting it. It's like, that thing isn't going to last around very long. It's like, I also probably wouldn't touch a technology company. What if you got involved in a network line company that sold dial-up modems? How would that work out for you? Probably not very well. So, obviously, right product, right place, right time. That's why this thing's going to be massive. But it's also up to you, because you could get started right now and go, oh, I just got myself a lottery ticket. Not do the business, not do any of the principles I'm about to talk to you guys about. And do you think you're going to get success? No way. Because you got to do what's required to get the success. So this is obviously the old model. So you've got a product, you want to get it out to the masses, and you might decide you want to put it in vending machines, or you want to advertise over TV and radio, or you want to do the franchise model, or you want to, you just want to sell in a store. This model is outdated. Would all you guys agree with that? This was designed in the industrial age when we didn't have the internet. Now when you have the internet, this industry is becoming obsolete. Even within the health industry, the only companies that are doing well are all the ones that are online. I know 3 mass nutritions, one that's already closed down, 2 more that are one that's about to close down in a few months, another one that's going to close down pretty soon after that. And I know another guy who owns half of the mass nutrition, he's selling it, and he's had it for 2 years, and guess how much profit he's made? So obviously you want to get online. So the new model is you have a product, we have a product, and you decide to become a distributor, an independent business owner. So by getting started in this, you're not like a sales rep or something like that. You are an independent business owner. You own a business within this company. You get an ABN, all that kind of stuff. And how do you get it out? Through people. Word of mouth advertising is 84% more effective than any form of advertising. Who here watches YouTube ads? Really? Yeah. So when it says skip this ad, you actually don't skip it.
30 seconds. No, you did 5 seconds.
Give it 5 seconds. There you go. So is 5 seconds enough?
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So is that enough time to get your message across and sell a product? No way. But me, I've been up here for like 30 minutes talking to you guys. You can't get rid of me. You can't click a button and then get me out. So that's why this is the most effective form, because it's people-to-people business, but it's also distributed online. It's the best combination of both. And obviously you build a team and a business of other independent business owners within that business, which I'm going to elaborate more on how that works pretty soon. But basically, you're building teams. And you only get success by helping other people get success. So I can only make the money I made by helping Hamish make 6-figure income. I can only make the money I made by helping my brother, get to the luxury car bonus level of the company. So by helping other people get success, you get success. The people who got me started, my mentors, they had a vested interest in getting me success. Do you know how good that is? I once started a gym clothing brand. Who here has heard of Train and Conquer? Exactly, one person. I think I had 2 customers. So that business didn't work very well. Didn't have a mentor. Didn't have anyone showing me how to succeed in that business. When I came into this business, I had people already making hundreds of thousands of dollars, $1 million, helping me in my corner, mentoring me through this business. Because this business is about who you become in the process of attaining wealth. So, and obviously it's an advantage because it's low startup. Because you don't have to go create the product. You don't have to do all that stuff. All you have to do is market it. Now, the ranks. Obviously, as you build your business, you're going to go up on ranks, based on the volume of sales that your team, your whole team is doing. Because right now, I do hundreds of thousands of dollars of sales a month. And I do that not through myself. I could never do that many sales myself. I do it through a team. And there's some people on my team who might even just do a couple of $100 of sales a month. And they might make 50 bucks here, 50 bucks there. But that's the 50 bucks that they ever would have had. They're also in the best health of their life thanks to that. They get free products, bonus rewards, all these kind of things. So obviously, hitting the first rank of 2K promoter, making $250 a month. Who's going to go quit their job when they hit 2K promoter? No one? Good. At least you guys are all intelligent. Alright? So I don't advise quitting your job when you make that kind of money. Obviously, Emerald, you're going to be making $1,300 a month. I still don't recommend quitting your job on that kind of money. Okay? But at least would you guys agree that doing that is a good side income? Yeah? There's plenty of people in this room, more than a handful of people in this room who have hit that rank where you're making $1,300 a month consistently in their first month. So it can be done quick. We're not here, this isn't a get rich quick scheme, so we're not here to build a whole bunch of money quick, but this vehicle can move at speed if you want it to. Once you do diamond numbers, you're going to be making closer to a full-time wage. It's not right up there, still wouldn't quit. But if you guys are in your job right now and you're making an extra $3,300 a month, what could that do for you? Could that get you the extra holiday at the end of the year? Could you get, could you stop driving around the rust bucket that you're driving and maybe get a nicer car? A few little smirks going around. What could it do? Could it help out some loved ones that are maybe struggling for money right now? Could you donate some extra money to a charity that you care about? Whatever it is. Because if you like this job and you're like, Rob, I don't want to quit my job, that's cool. But would you say no to an extra $3,000 a month where you're only putting in 10 hours a week? That's a pretty good exchange to me. And then obviously you start to hit the numbers where you can start to actually look at quitting your job. Because if you're making $6,000, $7,000, some of you guys would quit your job. Not all of you, because some of you guys are making more than that in your job, right? No? Okay. I think there's some mining dudes in here and flying flight workers. They're making a little bit more than that. Okay, and then obviously, then you start to get to the numbers that are more life-changing, where you can really live a better life. And I've been able to experience the white diamond, lifestyle as they call it. But really, the white diamond lifestyle isn't cool unless you have a whole bunch of other white diamonds to celebrate it with you. So for me, I don't give a shit about being a white diamond because I'm like, sweet, but I don't want to go to Vegas by myself. I want my crew there. So for me, it's all about how many white diamonds I can create. And I have a vision of creating 300 white diamonds in the next 5 years. That's my vision. Who that is, who knows? It could be a whole bunch of people. There could be 10 people in this room that are going to hit white diamond. There could be more. There could be no one. I doubt that. There's some people in this room who are pretty fired up and want to make things happen. So, but you might also go, hey, I don't need $15,000 a month. I don't want to take this thing too seriously. I just, want to promote it a little bit, share it around, just do it pretty casually. Cool. Share it around, getting great health, and maybe make $250 per month. Maybe make an extra $1,000 a month. But that could definitely help you. But if you are in this room and you do want to make something big, and you're sick of mediocrity, and you're sick of your job, and you want to make something big, we have got the vehicle to make it happen. So right now, this is just a photo of our annual event last year. This is a whole bunch of the luxury car owners. So I didn't really go into this. It's not really that important. I'm not a big car person, so sorry for people who love cars. But you also, when you get to the level of Emerald, the company will pay you extra $600 a month to have a luxury car, BMW, Audi, Mercedes. I think there's like, put your hand up if you've got one of those. Yeah, so there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 people in this room who got it. That's cool, seat warmers, stuff like that. That's all good. But yeah, basically, we want to fill this stage with a lot more people, and not because of the car. I couldn't really care less of the car, but it's what the car represents. on your way to financial freedom. I'd much rather own 30 properties than have a nice car. Much rather have a lifestyle of freedom than drive around in a nice car. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to get up someone who's been in this business for I think 2 months now.
Yeah.
2 months, and she's had an incredible start to this business. Done really, really well. She's like the other side of the coin to her brother, who's like just like boom, just like but she has better fashion sense. So Karina's done incredibly well in this business. She's a very caring, very genuine person, and I know that she's going to be a future superstar of this business. So let's welcome her up to talk about
Hey guys, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Karina. My brother Nick introduced me to the business roughly about 3 months ago. I said no at first. I was very skeptical. I didn't think I could do it, and definitely didn't think I had the confidence to do it. I then went to an information night similar to one like this. I saw the positive and happy vibes, I saw the culture, but I also saw the amazing support. So with the support and following the system, I was able to hit Rising Star and get halfway to my luxury car bonus. So my next goal is to reach luxury car bonus and help others do the same to create a better future and lifestyle. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. You've got nothing to lose.
Awesome. So obviously, getting started, this business, you're not going to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to get this thing started. You're not even going to pay tens of thousands of dollars, all for the low price. No, I'm just kidding. I could be on that. So you've obviously got the promoter set and the entrepreneur set. What's the difference? The entrepreneur set is going to get you closer to Rising Star. If you really want to play this thing massive and play big, I recommend getting the entrepreneur set. It's going to get you the fastest start in this business. It's going to get you more products so you can get samples out. Costco recently did a study on the effect of samples that actually increased sales by 2,000%. And I know if I'm catching up with Hamish for a coffee meeting and I'm chatting to him about the business and I leave him with a magazine, a couple of samples, he goes home, has the samples, calls me back later, says, "Did you put ecstasy in these samples?" So I feel really, really good. I'm like, "No, bro, that's just the products and your digestive system's finally working." So that's the power of these products. They create the belief. When they are that good, they do sell themselves. So I recommend definitely getting the entrepreneur set and reaching for it. I know I know a lot of people are probably in this room and they're probably, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that I didn't have the money to get started, because that would be a lie. I did have, a good amount of money in the bank to get started. It wasn't that hard for me. But in saying that my mentor, Mark Cullen, he wasn't the same. He didn't have the money to get started. He actually put on a credit card. And I hate credit cards. I'm against them. But if you were ever to use a credit card, don't use it on Louis Vuitton shoes and handbags and what do guys use on put it over the bar, whatever, on stupid stuff. If you are going to ever use a card, this would be the time to change your life. Because here's the thing: if right now you are in the Hurt Locker and you're going, "Well, I'm broke," but 3 months ago, did you have money in your bank? 3 months before that, did you have money in your bank? 3 months before that, did you have money in the bank? 3 months before that, did you have money in the bank? What's going to happen 3 months from now if you don't change? You're still not going to have money in the bank. So for things to change, you have to change your circumstances. So you just got to find a way. People raise funds all the time. Remember when we were in school and we used to raise money? You go door knocking on stuff. I don't recommend doing that, but people can find the money. If I had, who likes cars, by the way? If I had a Lamborghini Aventador out the front right now, and I go, I'm flying out to Europe in about 2 hours. You have 2 hours to get me $1,000, and the Lambo's yours. Who would not be able to get the money? One person. Hates Lambos then. Duly noted. So that's it for the opportunity side of things, guys. I'm going to quickly run you guys through how we get this thing started. So, and I'm going to take you guys through how I actually literally got started. So I don't need to read from this text thing. Basically, I was going for a run in the army, and you know, this guy Alex goes, hey, you know, let's go for a run together. We run together, and he goes, you know, start talking about supplements, holistic health. When we got back, I tried it, loved it, and he set me up with a meeting with a mate of his who was also doing this business, personal trainer. And that night I got started because I was just like, these products are incredible. I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to quit the army, which I hate. Screw you, army. And I was like fired up. And so when I got started, I was so fired up. I was like, call my brother. Hey, bro, I got a business opportunity. It's in health and fitness. We're doing this together. He's like, okay. I'm like, give me a credit card. Give me a debit card. He doesn't have a credit card. And so got him started. First business partner was my brother. That wasn't a hard one. Okay. Then I called Hamish. I was like, Hamish, bro, I found the apple of the health industry. Let's do this. We're going to make it an empire. And we'd already talked about heaps of other business ideas before that. But this was the best one we'd ever found. Straight away, he came to a sit down with me. Got started. Boom. What did Hamish do? He called up his best mate, Dan. And he was at my house. He goes, can I do an impersonation of you? Yeah, boy, Dan. Yeah. Boy, King's got a sick business opportunity. Boy, come around the place now. And so Dan came around, and he literally got started straight away as well. And so that's the power of this business. And then through Dan, more people got started. And then Hamish got Justin started. And Justin blew up the business, got like 10 of his buddies all involved in like the space of 2 weeks. And now the guy's a diamond in the company and, you know, drives a $100,000 BMW and works from home. And he's only 22.
23 hours o'clock a week ago.
23. Yeah, I was at his birthday party too. You know, Hamish got, you know, Isaac started, who's built a massive organization. Guy's only been doing this business for 9 months, something like that, and has already created, you know, there's 3 luxury bonus qualifiers in this room, all in Isaac's team. He's created over the last 9 months, and business booming everywhere. You know, so it's not about who you know, it's about who other people know. That's how I built my business of hundreds of people and thousands of customers. It's through other people. You know, when I go to sleep tonight, I'm going to be waking up at 3:30 a.m. because I'm going to do a Skype training with Sweden. And you guys are like, why would you do that? I'm like, because that's how I make money while I sleep. Because then tomorrow night, when, you know, they're getting people started, I'll be sleeping. And, you know, straight away after that Skype training at 3:30 in the morning, because of time zones, I go back to sleep and I don't have to wake up for work, which is cool.
Yeah.
So does that make sense, guys? So obviously getting started is pretty simple. 5 and 12, we want to help you get 5 business partners and 12 customers in your first week. This is where the power of multiplication comes into. And if you grasp this concept, you will not sleep tonight. If you get 5 business partners and 12 customers, and we get those 5 business partners to also get 5 business partners, how many business partners is that?
10.
No. Multiplication. 25. So Libby's actually doing well in the business. You don't have to be intelligent. So that's 25 people. Now, if those 25 people all got 12 customers, how many customers is that?
325.
300 customers. So if in your first week you got 5 business partners, and in the next week, in the second week of your business, all those 5 people got their 5 business partners, and now you had a team of 30 people, because your 5 plus that 25 equals 30. They all had 12 customers. 30 times 12 is 360. You've now got a team of 360 customers in 2 weeks. That's how mathematically this business can work. It doesn't work like that perfectly. No freaking way. Because we're dealing with humans. People get hit by trains. You know, people don't do stuff. They, you know, they get started in this business, and then they find out the new World of Warcraft has been released, and they're like, "Sorry, I'm in my bedroom for next week." And so these things can't happen because you're dealing with humans. But if you follow this principle for long enough, 90% of people who stick in this industry for 7 years make 6-figure residual, reoccurring income. That's the only statistic you need to know. If you stick at this long enough and you become a professional, because 7 years from now, you're going to be working a job anyway. So decide to make things happen. So I'm going to wrap it up now, guys. And for those of you who want to get started, who want to sit down with myself or some of the other leaders and go through a game plan strategy, we can go through that right now after this. For those of you who just want to try the products and get involved in the 8-week challenge or get in the best health of your life, let us know and we can sort out a set for you there. But don't leave here tonight without getting all of your questions answered. So thanks heaps, guys. I love you all.